County Hospital, where a throng of Terry's loved ones have gathered to mourn his passing.
Mrs. Campbell, I'm Detective Johansson.
Peekskill being the small community that it is, word travel faster than any 4G network out there.
This is chaos, people running around crying.
I found out he was shot in the back of the head, and I just broke down. My mom broke down.
So we were playing a double role, consoling the family, as well as gathering evidence.
No one is more inconsolable than Terry's widow, Beatrice.
She was crying, visibly shaking. You could tell she had gotten to the hospital in a hurry because her clothing was disheveled, and she was so upset about what had happened.
Though Beatrice is overcome with grief, she agrees to speak with police.
Can you think of anyone who
Sorry.
might have wanted to hurt Terry? Is there any possibility that Terry was involved in any illegal activity? Terry, no. This is all routine. But can you tell me where you were this afternoon? Okay, who's
Ruth was a good friend of Mr. Camper's.
She often goes and keeps Terry company while he is working as a taxi driver.
Are Terry and Ruth more than just friends?
There was a potential witness, someone who had been with Mr. Camper most of the day. We learned that this was a companion of Mr. Camper, someone who spent a lot of time with him. We were looking at this as if it was deeper.
It was a strange relationship that Terry and Ruth had. It seemed that Terry often spent more time with Ruth than he did with his own wife.
That afternoon, police contact Ruth and ask her a few questions.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming down. Appreciate it. So, you were with Terry Camper this afternoon?
Yes, I was. And it was about 1 week he picked me up to drop me off for work.
So he dropped me off at work.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he says, I love you, I says, I love you too. Be safe.
Ruth explains that her and Terry's love for each other was purely platonic.
Terry was a very good friend. We was always there for each other.
Ruth appears to be telling the truth, and by all accounts has no ill will toward Terry. But she does give police a potential new lead.
He did get a call from a guy regarding an affair.
Around 1:15, she received a call from someone to be picked up at 118 Pine Street.
The person wanted him there right then.
There's a guy want to be picked up at 100 block of Pine.
Fine. It's gonna be 20 minutes before I can even get back over there. Look, I've got to get you to work. Tell him to call somebody else.
So Terry says, tell him 20 minutes or call somebody else.
Okay. He said he'll wait.
So he says, I'll wait for him. So that's when he took me to work and he went up the hill to pick up the person.
It's the very same block where Terry's body had been found. Officers ask Ruth if she can remember anything else about the male caller.
Only thing I noticed is that he did call from an 845 area code.
She recalled the area code that the telephone number had come from, being that it popped up on Mr. Camper's caller ID.
845 area code.
Yes.
Now you're sure about that?
Yes.
We needed to find who was the person that had summoned Mr. Camper to the 100 block of Pine Street.
We have to get this guy immediately. That becomes primary to everything else that we're doing. That becomes critical.
Helen, don't you know Little Caesars has the extra asbestos for $6? $6? I gotta sit down. It has the most cheese and pepperoni for the nation's best price. Most cheese and most pepperoni? I gotta sit all the way down.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest. Pizza, pizza.
With every era comes two things. Change. And a Honda Accord that defines a generation. Introducing the all-new Accord, the most impressive Honda ever.
What are you doing?
I don't need all this. These next fast Max can handle the most of my symptoms.
Name one.
How about 9? Even.
Yeah, I can read.
We're done here.
Mucinex Fast Max Cold Flu and Sore Throat fights 9 symptoms. Let's end this.
My grandmother was the family historian, and from a very early age made sure I knew of our ancestry. I began researching different companies to do DNA testing. 23andMe immediately stood out because they offered health testing as well. When you're a mother, you don't have the luxury of ignoring important things. I owed it to my children to find out more. I've never been one to bury my head in the sand, and it was important to me that if there were any precautionary steps I could take, I wanted to be aware so that I could take them. Taking the actions I've taken because of this knowledge has definitely improved the quality of my life. This is just one more chapter in my story, and I have the knowledge now that I need to have to do something about it.
Know your body. Understand your DNA with 23andMe. Order your Health Plus Ancestry Kit today at 23andme.com.
Don't just stand there, shorty. Get down. Talent party is mine. BFDI, the Jeffersons. We're moving on up with the Jeffersons. Every Friday starting at 6 on TV Wonderland.
Around Peekskill, New York, no one was more beloved than gregarious local taxi driver Terry Camper. So on October 3rd, 2012, when Terry is found dead in the
I've been deleted.
investigators
Just kidding. Okay,
We
so
asked ourselves,
I'm serious.
one other on the scene, was
Talking.
there something that we needed to look into? Was there something in Mr. Camper's past that we needed to look into? And all those questions and thoughts rapidly hit a dead end. There was nothing.
But after speaking with Terry's close friend Ruth Smith, detectives had their first solid lead.
She had been with Mr. Camper throughout most of the day.
Camper's cab.
She actually took the telephone call from the fair on Pine Street where he ultimately died.
You said he away.
Other numbers, she recognized an area code that was not from around here.
Based on Ruth's statement, detectives are confident they can identify Terry's killer based on the 845 phone call made to Terry's cell phone. There's just one problem. Terry's cell phone isn't in his vehicle.
It was gone. We could not find it. And we knew he had it because we knew that he was called to Pine Street. We need to find that phone.
In an effort to locate Terry's cell phone, investigators ask his service provider for help.
It was signaling that it was 25, 30 miles away.
They actually were able to locate the general area of the phone, which happened to be in the area of Route 9W and 218.
Officers race to the intersection of Route 9 West and Highway 218, hoping to find both the phone and Terry's killer. But when they arrive, there's no sign of the killer. But they are able to locate his phone.
We found his phone on the side of the road. There it was, still on, hanging away.
Finding that phone was a big piece of evidence for us.
Once we found the phone, we realized that our killer had left the scene and traveled north.
Back at the station, detectives begin looking through the phone's call log.
We looked at all phone calls that came in to Mr. Camper's phone.
It looks like that Terry did receive a call from an 845 area code, just like Bruce Smith said.
But when detectives try to track down the phone's owner, they hit a snag.
It was a Boost phone that was registered to no one in particular.
The last phone call went to an unlisted person.
That leaves detectives with only one option.
Well, let's just go down the list and call all the numbers and see what we can find out.
And they reached out to every one of them.
Wanted to see if you recognize this number, 845-555-4159.
As they near the bottom of the call list, detectives still haven't identified the mystery caller. That is, until they speak to one of the last numbers on the list, a friend of Terry's named Sandra Dolman.
We asked her if she knew of any of the telephone numbers that we had, and in particular, the one from the killer. She did recognize that number. She knew that it came from a man named John who lived in Newburgh.
John? Yeah, Sandra Dolman and John, they're friends. I think they've been friends for a long time.
According to Sandra, John's full name is John Murray.
Our initial reaction is, all right, great, we've got a name.
But who is John Murray?